Abo nonsia yema etiefo nina ajo. Aha eye Adventist World Radio Kumasi 97.7 FM so. Ene eye yawada kotonima bosomede tosu edunan wa fimpinu eni edionu ensiemu. Ebraso se enwumre nso manwuni amahodo bi so nsema yensa aka no yede besum se enwumre nunsia kase. Ensem ebedi kase mu akotini ebi ene se oswafo a wohwe mpomudin ensem so e de abase sese de wode niam gugu akwam se de be aganafo yempomudin sem ebegina pi.
National Identification Authority sabrede wonum ebo adwuma de akogana mantam dunsia ni nyina ne se wo mo pese wo mo chocho emofredi wo mo ahyase e wo fra mantam eni oti mantam
otumfo se tutu ababio e de kokobo akwama wo mo eya manyosem wo mamu se wonhwe yie se wode wo ho eforefore ahinsem mu. GPRTU a wonum ewo ashaman sabrede o maba montin e kire se eye adan bi na eye Peaceful Settlement Association wonum dia wo mu bubu no enya dia aban krachepani wonim ehu bi. PK Ejakun Adventist Preparatory School womu ede atudwa se mfinhia makomako edu a womu enya no wo bedi ne dedede amemu ahwehwehwam ewo awoma so yede ani ebechem ewo ejira sechedumu ase method school ewo ho no sabre womu edi education with dumadi ekoso ni nyina no yede ebedom wo kase yi mu yebekọ amanone womu ehwe ewiembo bre nsakra ye ho nsem ede amanebo bi ababonten akirem se wafim pinu ene eduonu nson no bibi besi ewo wiase ye ka sei eye Russia wo magai akodiemu ede egu Ukraine for so nam so emasabe ebinum atwanananom ewo nsiedo ye de munchemu ebedom kasem wei ene ensenkaye bi ena apesemakafo yafa brenia betina nkonwa so ye de besom mu se enwumre no nsia kase ewo Adventist World Radio Kumasi 97.7 FM so kase iwuko Facebook any YouTube Awr Kumasi 97.7 wonsa ebe kanyen na wonyamfoni ahodo ni nina ahwe eya Facebook ho no bomodia se wode wadwenkyere enchia birthday ne de ka ho bia no ede ebeto ho no mo ye bekenkan ede ama efi adwade ko no ye de WhatsApp line beka ho ama mo muni ho ayeni ho na mo adwenkyere ni nchia bia mo de afaso aba awrkumasi.com onsa ebekan no ya abafu ntenten fidie so sanso ena Radio Garden ne so no wonsa ebeka Awr Kumasi 97.7 Awr Kumasi app no so no wonsa ebekan ewo so eni amuti na nwumre se de kase ebeso mo eyeme ni ansa mene
abena adomako redu
ye gina weso ni etwa ye hutew ye ba ye de kase ni nkyeremu asom mo.
Adventist World Radio Kumasi, the voice of hope.
Afe yentie kase no enkyeremu oswafo a wohwe apomuden ensem so ewo magane mu onimonyamfo kwabena minta akando ede futusem akwa magana health service empenifo se wommomodin se enipa wo mo beja yarehwe ewo wo mo asoye ene wo mo atena ye efa Ghana ni ntwiro no ni ntwira naso efi etifido ebepema nafo epoye ni atoye no wo mo modin se enipa wo mo ba se wo ba beja yarehwe no wo mo hu behia wo mo pa yi odi atudwa echem se empempi ne ba bontia yese anese fo ne adokita fo ne wo bi epa yaresha wa ba yaresabia no na afa no bi atam ne tetefun de wosu ni na won hwenwie ya won konko hwe nipa a waba no eno so afo de atudwa ekire mu se de be ye obi abebo wo maba so se wo mu di dwumadie sonko a eda ho pefe na mu da ho fan no wo momodin so be manipa eba yaresabia no wo mapomudin sem ebehia wo musanse anu nti ene apa wo mu ede akọ asueya ehwe nipa apomudin ensem eso osoafo ede nsem kakra etu edwa.
Client services is becoming a major concern. Yesterday I saw a video circulating widely from, I hear, allegedly coming from Takwa, and so it's been in the system for some time, and so I have directed the Director General that we give it a critical attention. What I am directing the service to do is that they must have an experience and a senior health professional at each facility who will be in charge of client services. So that person, or even if it's a department, they will be liaising between the client, the patient, and the health professionals. So it is something, that's why I needed the Director General to hear. Once I say it, it's up to him to implement it. And so this is something we are going to do. It's becoming very topical, and you must listen to the people. I think that it's about time we get a whole unit, a whole department in every health facility where we will have a senior health professional who will be liaising between the patients, the doctors, the patient, the nurses, the patient, the pharmacists, so that if there are concerns, their responsibility is to be rolling, up and down, going up and down to touch every corner of the facility, making sure that every patient who comes to the facility is well taken care of, and he will understand the language of the health, because he or she will be a health professional himself, and he will be a senior officer, so he will be able to direct the junior ones and his colleagues. And so it is something that we are going to take it up. And
also afọ wie ye eno se ye keka mafunu no ne ye keka ma adampan se de wetu wo mu a ehwe nipa pomudin eho ensem efo se nipa ba ho no mu a wo ma wo hu hia wo mu no sa pepepe wo kwaje ayarehwa enya afei ena wo ne wo mu a ebehwe wo no ekwakototo entokwa ensem basa ne didi atem se de be ya wo mu su benyo odosronko e de ahwe wo a wa ba yaresabia no sei eno de tudwa.
I will talk to our health professionals. Of course, let me admit and celebrate those who are doing wonderfully well. Let us not create the impression as though it is all of them. I mean, majority of them are doing well, but of course, there are very few ones of them who are destroying the image of the profession. And sometimes too, if you are not there and you don't understand the circumstances they find themselves in, you may also judge wrongly. You may judge wrongly. Sometimes they become overwhelmed. And so these are some of the challenges. And let me put it on record. This one is very important to me. Irrespective of however any health professional will behave in any health facility, nobody, absolutely nobody, has any right to attack the person. You don't have that right. I am not encouraging them to quote unquote misbehave, but even if they do, you don't have the right to attack them. At best, you have to report, and we take it from there.
Na so afọ wie ye na mrashe bedweni a wono ewo Madina onimonyamfo Francis Javier Sosu de woka se mabunu yenkodi indomie dwa no wode eto so afọ anim se wo besere ne pa ayaresabia ewo pantan no ene wo mu hia se ye ba ho na emfidi ahodo wo mu di dwuma ene edan no se de enyini beye mfinhia beye duonum ene ekire ye nyensiesi bia wo ho no wontwa nani nhwe ho se de be ya wo mo ayarehwe ensem so ebegina brane wo no so ne nsem ode atu dwanie.
I want to use the platform to appeal to Health Minister. He's here. Pantan Hospital, we beg. We beg. We really want to redevelop Pantan Hospital. Well, Health Minister used to be the ranking member of the health committee in Parliament. I know how he was so active when he came to Pantan Hospital. By God's grace, he's the health minister today. I want to use the platform to appeal to him. that we pay a little attention to Panther Hospital so that we can redevelop Panther Hospital.
Mrashe bedwani a wono ewo Madina eno de adesrede ekwama oswafo a woda apomuden asoye na no se wontwa nani enhwe Pantan ayaresabia no.
National Identification Authority NIA sabre de wonum de wani akyeremu ewo oti na afefra omantamu ni nyina ne se Ghana card no esese mabunu titiri ntotofefe wano edi eba junior high school mfiensia edi ko edunan no Ghana ni babia tuminya card ibi na wonum se ni suade hu se ye afem pimienu ne aduasan kwa wiye no na ne Ghana ni babia ewo ne Ghana card ya card no so no o health insurance na afi wo pin ni bibia ewo so a wonko hia card foforo bia na sabre bra wonum wo oti ene fra omantamu no wo matimi atwo enkwada aduasan mienu edin na eho no so de afutuo command se dwumade ne nkwa wie nemom ekoba se wo mo ebetro mofra ni din a owufo bia so ba no nsa edi nachi ne kokoshe ne hwe date ne hu nsenkae firi se enya card ne so a ne sesa no ebeye ade a eha adwene ye ye ko panimpa na sa churchfo pani eye ora wisdom kwaku deku na dwumade e ekoso no de akodu no wode atoyani.
There's an LI 211 that makes it mandatory for your Ghana card to be used in terms of any transactions where identification is required. And also, we are all aware, your Ghana card PIN is now your health insurance number, it is your SNIT number, it's your TIN number. So meaning that a child who is being registered here automatically has a SNIT number, it has a TIN number, and it has a national health insurance number. It means that that child does not need to go and register for health insurance again. As part of the SDG goals in 2030, it says that legal identity for all, including birth registration. It is based on that the government has tasked us to start the registration of the children from 6 years and above. So if you see me here today, we started on the 5th of May. And it is important as the Executive Secretary of the authority, I come around to see how the registration process is going. We are not going to end there. It's a nationwide that we are starting. We decided to start from voter and OT. So from here, I'll move to the OT region to also check to see how the registration is going on. So far, it's been good.
Na adwumaso aye National Identification Authority wonum ebo ewo fraw ene otimantamu na ora wisdom kwaku deku ono na ye churchfo pani etwa ho mfonini ede ekire yen no
yede ani ekire mu ewo domkuma wo ewo mrahye bedwafie wo amanyokuo MPP osunu kokroko kukrudu wozi yeshi na wo twerefo pani Justin Frimpong kodua edi atudwa ekire mu se MPP amanyoko na tenasia ehunu se Ghana mampani His Excellency John Dramani Mahama wahye wo ebo ban ewo Ghana ha no kutupa ena ogina akire ena oyemu yodom se wo bia wo beka bie edi ama MPP amanyoko ni bia no yenkyere no na yemfa ne mfa atiti mu eno enam so ma wode atudwa kire mu se de NDC amanyoko no wo mo ye ni sese no de enso ani ni nane se abrantia ye frɛ no na ado nyame wo betena abafu ntentamfidie so ebe kasa ye ema ebi kotia wo hene bia wo susu se wono oba bontin bia Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia kane mampania bedi akire eya ne nsem otomane no enhyem kuran nanumu ena bambo dwuma ekuo no ekokire abrantie yi enam so ema MPP force dabi sa abrantie wo ka bi ma wo munti ena ma aban akwakwohye wo mo ebo ban ekire ena wo hye wo mo se monkoche no wode atudwa ekire mu se enya de ahuhu bia eye wo mu hu we ntumi mbu wo mo abamu da wo gina wo mo na so pampe sa ehunehuna we nina no wode to aban nanim se wonjai esanse emfa sudie bia emba na enya de no so ebema MPP for aka wo mo ano atum twerefo pani Justin Kodua Frimpong kasa no yedi bigu efidie so
and yeah ba police CID for no regional headquarters no omati ya branch na masem na wanwa kakra ebesani enim say police headquarters ana asem no wo na asema esi wo Eastern Region. Nanka asem si Eastern Region, aseka Eastern Regional Police Command yedeko. We are surprised say about Greater Accra Regional Command. We naturally say a last minute thought, and we free police headquarters on the Aba. But you know when the baby yabem as a political party, no mind this 4 year say Omeka Yakasabwa share yem. Say Ombe MPP for now Muntimin Kasa and 7 ban there. When we yabem cry and in room high. If you only baby a party free by Yabidruha, Yana Namono when you who for. Ye be down Kwamuno Munsradia. SD Dombo no Munsradia. Buziam no Munsradia. A Dubois no Munsradia. There is a full fee say, or make him in the sad tactics way. Yakochi and Crawford, or be Casa pet Yabakochina, Seberian Casa in Yajuma. Into a more vice almost strategy now we not.
Owie ye na domfrefo edema mabunu ewo MPP amanyo konumu Henry Nana Boache nkwada no frɛ no Nana B wode atudwa akire mu se ene yese de twetwerefo pani aka no wo mo ewo MPP amanyo konumu no beka won ho abomu na wate egu montene so aye wo ye kire chenchirenche pa ede akire aban ne se obi bekasa ama ya kire no de bia no enya dia eboa kabi maminka bi eno nso sei eno de tudwa
the new patriotic party ye ba be sorry na ye woni ye oye kire kese ye ba be ye ni me ba be protest demonstration ye be ma international community ni nyina hu se ene ye Ramahama he is so pretending over the criminalization of free speech ene wa ma o pesa wo che wa adwen a untimi ebi nsida na mesre se MPP for so obi a wo kasa ma yen omo social media mo bia mo hu mo bia nsro ni aban yi yenka ene kokko okuafo ene wato musika so ene dum so ene eku yi ene nurses a teacher for ene esu ene omo port omo kra niema omusu ene niema bo na ye din we na ye hwe se obeye na waso ano no da bi wo hwe na ye kire ya adwen na so betata ye the new patriotic party ye ba be sorry ye bebo hu de biara da ye damase nyamisha mo
na Henry Nana Boache aka Nana B wono ena ode atudwa se hu de enye MPP fo hu kura
Adwumayefo a wonum ewo Ghana Railway Company Limited wonum anyame na sepoka sepa de ama Ghana Railway Development Authority wonum nyina eboa ama keteke eho akwantuo ene ho nsensem no agina brane nanso adwumafo yi mienu ehye dam esono obia ne dwuma wodi ede ebua keteke adwuma no na sa wodi enchichemu ne bade a na ne Ghana Railway Company Limited no wonum adwuma ne sa wonum behwe na apasenyafo mo Afriketeke di wonum akọ abajojo ana afa nso Ghana Railway Development Authority nso omode ya ne so mombere sa akwan ene nneoma ne akade ahodo a womode bo adwuma no ni nyina ebekọ pepepe na sabra ye kasa de ye Development Authority mecha Ghana Railway no sabre o ma gisa adwuma na ye apasenya ye hwa ma akwantufu atukwan o ma gisa adwuma yi ye ne no na Ghana Railway Company Limited say o manyame na sepo enti esese hye dam na obi adi ninkui na obi a eye na adwuma sese wo ye kọ na yakwa akotie ensem afa ho.
Yes, they have taken 40 people or 40 workers from Ghana Railway Company. And what we don't understand was that they are regulators. They are not operators. As the Act stipulates, they say they are regulators. We are the operators. So if they are coming to operate the shuttle service line, it means they are going contra to what their act stipulates. So we are pleading to government, you should come clear and let us know who is running the shuttle service. Anything about them.
So you one from if I am the Railway DRDA Act in the last 98 no. It stipulates that when they have no moral right, authority, no other any train without railway. And so
Adventist World Radio, Kumasi, the voice of hope.
No one chop a mazin, young Canada mazin. What happened to railway worker Yajina Hasi Fiala? 30 years, almost over 35 years. What happened to us? 60 years, this happened in a railway paying for death. What happened to them workforce here? 800. Yadoso, necessity 40. Good one in a yaka. I am to war.
Adwumayɛfo a wɔnom ɛwɔ Ghana Railway Company Limited ne ɛte sɛ wɔama wɔn home so ɛde kɔ ama Ghana Railway Development Authority sɛ adwuma no wɔn nyinaa yɛ adwuma baako de nanso ɛhye ɛdam obi anhwɛ no wɔnyɛ n'adwuma ɛsɛ ne fata.
Yɛtoa kaseɛ no ɛso asantemanwura otumfoɔ osetutu ababio ɛde kɔkɔbɔ ne ofutuo akɔ ama manyɔfoɔ sɛ ahensɛm ɛna afia manyɔsɛm no ɛne ɛhyia ɛdɛm no ayɛsɛ Ghana ɛne Cote d'Ivoire untumi ɛnyɛ de hupe bia nana de atudwa ɛde akwa ama wɔn ɛyɛ amanyɔsɛm ɛwɔ man mu sɛ wo bia ne hu tumi sɛ ahensɛm ba wɔbɛba bɛtena hɔ na ndɛ wakɔ akɔhyɛ no coat abɔ ne tie na watwe pimpinis ɛde ato na furu so aba bɛka de wɔpɛ da bi wei ɛyɛ kente tutuofo asɛm wɔn etutu kente ahyɛ chachaw nananom a yafa amamre kwan so age wo matum no wo na hensem eye wo mo edia wo de atodwa ekire mu se ebre bia manyofo de wo mo ho ebe fore eye ahensem no ekofa mentime ho ase ede ntokwa kese eba eye na ntokwa no si ebetumi esi ano kwan no na akoye boachi bidin na ede atodwa ekire mu se wo no wo hɔ die na futuo ena ode ma manyofo nina se mo bia emfa ne ho enje ahensem mu esanse amanyosem ene ahensem de ebo ebra ebra asanteman wura otumfo se tutu otoso mienu wode na no disem etudwa no ye kotwen kakra egu ahoma so
yo Yo, it did not cry and yo, I think they will be a Magana. Now, Mama was in the deal and crazy money. Yo, every time you put in the politics of chicken, you scan me again and they dagger. Yo, yes, I need to remember so masses. Yo, what do said to be bringing to the mother now to show me. Their party politics and never know to me. Una na makuna no nipa na mo session yo na kwanza wo western region na se yo enya ni aka no fracture ni sisi yo na no so yo the evema ini akoso na cheze wo ene no e makwa na politics no enye politician na e ko na wo politician mo no so be yo politician e so no be be ba na ke biama yo
asantemanwura otumfo osetutu ababio ene ode efutuo akwama amanyofo a wode won ho agi ahensem mu
eya GPRTU a wonom ewo ashaman highway afi wonom ne trotro adwumayefo nyina no sabrede wonom ne adwumaku a na eku a ye fra wo Peaceful Settlement Association wonom egina court pa ewo nsase ho nsem na GPRTU fo no ekira ensa asase no ye wo de dadadadada na Peaceful Settlement Association dwadefo ibi ebo pini wonom se wo pe baabi nanka wo abutu na brepam no afi wo atena ho ama ese wo ya fa asase no na sabrede wo makobubu wonom adan nkuku no nkaka nyina so wo nsori mfiri ofisa asase no eye wonom dia na sa dwumai eba aso wieye no na Peaceful Settlement Association no wonom ebo ashama municipal chief executive no kwadu se wono na hye enti wonom atu anamonsa sabrede mpanimfo ababonten meche GPRTU mpanimfo ababonten ekirem se enya dia opani wonim ehwo hwe ye kɔ na yakɔ akotie owura Isaac Kise Agama wono na edwentreni edema Ashaman Highway and Trotro branch ewo GPRTU.
Good morning. False allegation claiming a piece of land which belongs to the GPRTU So we want to clear the air. The GPRTU, Ashama Highway and Trotro Branch, requested the land from TDC in 1985 and was allocated to GPRTU by TDC in 1986. Right of entry was given in 1987. In 2008, a group by name Peaceful Settlers Association came in and encroached that land, claiming ownership of it. GPRTU took them to court, and later involved TDC. We battled the case for almost 20 years, and judgment went in favor of GPRTU. They appealed to the court. They appealed to the court, but the leadership of Peaceful Settlers Association later came back to us that they have accepted to the judgment of the court, so we should develop the land and rent to them. All these discussions went on at the Ashama chief's presence as the mediator in both parties. The chief again.
Openi awoti edwemu ema Ashama Highway and Trotro Branch ema GPRTU ne yete so wodi nsem bi etudwa efa nsase sama abeto ho efa Peaceful Settlement Association any GPRTU fontem.
Yeda so a ewo enkran pumpuni mantam no mu. Ebeneza Bobre wono eyepenia. Womo ewo Makola 31st December market A and B no. Wodie peni ono eneda womo no wodi atudwa se de nra ye kasie mu womo tigu montin so tweja adwo no se empenifo amba ene womo a edidwa e wo Makola ametena se ankyerechire mu ankyerem se o ye ba be ye dwadibia foforo e de amamo wei akoye putumprum e de ama womo a wodwen ho a wonte ase ne nkasa mu no de atudwa kyerem se wei ebetumi akofo ha kase pa e de abre womo edidwa ewo Makola dwadibia ho sanse eno ano womo ye edi hwefie na se koba se ye pamo womo animanimu ya wabra ye ma womo baabi se won kotena endidwa na womo anu aduane no a ena mpanifo egbo atu egu enam so emopeni Ebenezer Bobre edi akọ amase wo besra Michael Alote pakpo se we die wo panechewa woni ni mpanifo wo Accra Metropolitan Assembly no wo mo nkomre biom esanse edwadifo ewo 31st December Makola market A and B no enya dia ye ne wo mo twetwe nkomokra ene ye densakra ye eba se ye ba be pamo wo mo afiri ho a ede o haw beba openi Ebenezer Bobre ede ensem etu edwa.
Just the day before yesterday, we came to the shop and we realized that the lights have been cut off.
Which is the electricity?
Electricity, yeah. Okay. The lights have been cut off. We made an inquiry and realized that, it wasn't from electricity, but from a certain group whose agenda we weren't aware. Just the day before yesterday, we came to the shop and we realized that the lights have been cut off. These people who have to come and order electricity, the lights have been cut off. We made an inquiry and realized that it wasn't from electricity, but from a certain group whose agenda we weren't aware. So we reported to the police. And the police said, no, but yesterday it is these people who have to come and call that the lines have been cut, not you. We inquired from the electricity. We have an instruction from the AMA that the market is going to be demolished. Are you hearing me? The market is going to be demolished, so there was no point in keeping the lines up. That is why they cut. So, and then yesterday we came back. Just yesterday we came back. A barricade has been constructed.
Openi Ebenezer Bobre wono wojina ho ema dwadifo wo 31st December Makola market A and B ene yetina no December na wo wieye ena ma me atwa di tudwa no se he Michael Alote pakpo wo brahano mo enre ya wonama na watade egu kon ho te se obi a wo koto tai no ena ene waba benya beye pani a wo ba betu yen wo mamefo se yemfi hanom na utu yen a eden ene yenkodi maame atwa kasa no se wo Alote kura minimum maame me no ma mi na ne abrɛ ɛna nyame ayado mo abesi baabi a wo ba betu ye nkɔ nne anase wo kyena ma me atwe kasa no ye de bi egu ahoma so
ni ebubu asin yo me yo lele ni le mami ile gbeke bi asin bo na ewu onika na kese ti mo eku e ile mami ho ni ye mokola be na mami gbo enfita ye na afunle no kan mane ne ba fe gbomo e ka tu ewo ka ka na bi e pa ko nse ni ntane pa ko mi nkwa na bi bi eni nkwa bi fe ye na medala awo ka fe lo le ka je roaring strike keba me yo e ma je me na kanu asako okamo akomo kaneshi okobasa osako ma ba na agbe no bo ba gba wona ye bi e ma bo ba gba wona ye bi e mi ni wo fe bo yanfo abi di wo ni wo so mo sin ye bi e bi ane wo npa wona bi lolo e ta la asu esin alo mini e ta bo ni ntasi ne la asu esin alo mini ke ye hale ane ne le ake nke mami e inyanyo ni nkale fe ho ni e mokola na aka kwele dani mene ese no we ka ba suwe wo gidi ka ba
Mami atwe ene wo kyerem se wo Michael alote kpakpo ene ye de enkran kro no ahya wonsa no wo maame woni na ebre wo wu ye kro ka ho ene yesie ni ye na yi ene ubetu omofi 31st December market enya de wo mbegye tum ene anase ochena
Awr Kumasi kema wono eye pani awoda for the future FTF eye dwumaku ansha abanase nanso wafa to no ho so se wo betimi aboa ama wono mo eni bie no nso anya baabi agina na wode atugya akere kwan ofa so a enne wono so atimi agina brane wo fa afofra so wono nsa na afa wode wono atwere wode wono afro obra atwede na wono wie school wo Wesley Girls Senior High School wasi ho ena wo hu se ninku ni nneoma bi oni afoforo cheye no etimi anya nsunsuanso na wo hu ni park titiriu ye nuanum kaya yefo ekọ adwuma na ne bahye nachi ene obi a wo bra na wanya enti mobro amano eka hu bi ena sabre watimi abie adwuma koyi ano a omo ababedu baabi a won mo adue ye call pani a wono na da for the future FTF organization no Awr Kumasi kema na fe wode enchemu adomye
to share a brief words with all of you for why we are here and what kind of vision I had when I thought of creating something like this. And first of all, I hear some of you came all the way from other parts of the country. And I just want to say thank you so much for making it here, even though you don't share a brief words with all of you. And when this year began, I thought of how we would celebrate 10 years of For the Future. And just like Jennifer said, it began in Wesley Girls High School in my class with my friends when we were mixing hair creams for vacation. We wanted to grow our hairs and then, we want to braid for vacation. But we were saying, oh, this is for the future, this is for the future. And that moment of excitement, I felt, how can we translate this into something more impactful? Something that goes beyond this moment of mixing these hair creams. That is how For the Future was born. And growing up, I grew up in Dakuman. I grew up in a middle-class home, but I used to see children, Kaya women's children on the streets while I was going to school, not going to school. And so I believe it was always embedded, and I knew I'd wanted to do something about it. So that special moment was what led us here today. And I always say that it's been divine, because if it's a calling, then God really equips you for it. Because when I even look at all of you here today, I can just tell that this has been by some special grace. If I tell you that this event was going to be virtual, you may not have believed me. But thanks to the Swiss Ambassador, Her Excellency Simone, who has really been so helpful to me and my cause since last year when I attended the Singalen Symposium. I told her about this gathering for young people who are in the social impact space, who often reach out to me and ask me questions about how my journey has been.
Mami Kumasi anu siye ena openi George opare ado wono ena da Youth Employment Authority anodi tuja sa wobesre mabunu no ankasa sa brebra so sa wobo bede na afa wogina wona so na osua enduoma huduo yie na ono nso atimi anya bibi dache wode abone ntoma no ede abo won mo ankasa bra ye ko openi wona afa yakotie ni nsamo a wode emai.
We all have to do to be able to bring the change and the impacts that society requires of us. Sometimes it starts in the very little things we do. the small things that we don't even pay attention to, the things that nobody is watching, the things that deliberately we do and we don't even expect results at the end of the day. But sometimes it leads to that change and that impact that we so much require. And so when it says it takes all of us, it takes you in that small boardroom, in that kiosk somewhere, in that study somewhere, in putting together those minutes, that effort that you think nobody is paying attention to, and what impact that you derive from it. Young people have the potential of changing this world. And I've said that what Africa stands to gain, if you look at our youth dividends, if you see young people as dividends, you begin to think differently and you begin to approach issues that affect young people differently. But that's youth bulge, that youth traffic will become a blessing if when that time comes, we are prepared to leverage on it.
Ni etwa to ekwetie yi eye Ora George Opare Adono and the National Youth Employment Authority ano.
Yedie ni krem ewo Asante Mantam emu. Kane Asante Mantam MPP womu peni anono woda womu ano ewa ha. Mechre openi Bernard Entwibu esiako dodro no a efre no chairman wuntumi. Wode atudwa akire mu se na eni so ade hunti ene wo pre se wo beba beye MPP amanyokuo ni na wo mu peni ene se wo beboa ama MPP osunu kokroko amanyokuo no wo mu asanfa abenwa no aba betra so wa afimpinu ene aduonu enwotwe abato a ebeba so ewo panima ne bosome da etoso nson se de ebeya yebewura afimpinu ne aduonu enkron Opepon bosome de etoso enson ne de Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ena esi ade so ama waba beye Ghana mampani enu nti enono chairman wuntumi watranse ehu se ene ye pobi ama no ababefa MPP amanyoko no ama nafa ne ntoma pefra enyankunimdie abotredi a na yeyi ni firi mu pa eja wadwo ena ebetwa enam so emode atudwa ekiremu se wei eni ne niso ade hu nti a wo pese obeye penin pa ewo MPP amanyoko no wieye enode eto aso se na niso ade hu etoso mienu eye agenda 111 na adodankwa akufuado adu playman adu show boy ono seze wo ahomegye mu ede baye no ene Kofi Dubai His Excellency John Dramani Mahama wato sa nyama ni na agu a wo pese wo boa ema MPP ba abenwa no so na wo mu ba waboa ama agenda 111 ayaresabia ni na no wo mu awie se de be ya Ghana for ekwaja yaresha wo mu ho ebeto wo mu chema wuntumi etu nanum tuo penifo sika kum yeje no kokua num
yetumi aye adwumaden matumi ne ba na kokofo a yatete o musika so no yesado musika ma o mo back awose ayetumi ane yehwehwe tumi se yewura Mahmoud Bawumia ebenya president no na agenda 111 na MPP for ye no yetimi awie ama manfo atimi anya adwuma ye ayetumi ana chema wuntumi mehwehwe ade abase yebetimi aba na akwan bebre aye graders ene caterpillars ahodo a ye chema constituency bia se anka MPP wo ho a ye de patrol bema wo mo na wo matwa kwan bia so na mayaw ne swate no yetimi asa aba behye ama eswate bio ayetumi na ye pe say ya on a year unemployment graduate wo ho no ye beba be yi ni nyina de afiri ho na mrante ne mabaawa betimi anya adwuma ade aye
Bernard Entwi Buesiako dodo na bonemrane chairman wuntumi enodi ne niso ade hu a enu nti enam so pese wo beye penin pa edema MPP amanyoko no ato Ghana foni na enim
yada so wa Asante Mantam ne de ani echiremu ewo ejira secretadwuma semensini numu suku ewo mechire methodist school no wonu mayi na wotwe de si wo edi kaka modern wonu abo se wonu eba bewura methodist adisuani mu na sabre de opani a woda suku ano ewo ho eye ora set Kwame Owusu ade akwama nipa nyina se ebraso se ye nyina ye kabom eye PT a wofo akyerɛkyerɛfo ne mpanimfo ada enwumasua no onkamom na watumi aboa ama Methodist school a ewo seche dumase wono nso wonom atumi afantoma pa efra yekɔ owrai ho na dwumadie ne nsɛm no yakotie bi.
Said the Methodist association no mission schools nyina ewo Ghana fana nyina ye Methodist schools di ye na wotwe na ye die no Awr education week dwumadi awodo bebre wo mu a ye na fe ye timi ada ye ma no titiru omo enim die ne die obo ade de adom wo na ya da na di ye wonema bebre empo kanka omo nim die efa adesua ho a ye de be ye betise quiz anye ho kono ba ye wo na said the dwumadi institute ya hyehye bebre na you will clean up exercise no so beba so eda yawada ni fiada so ye ne seche doma se Methodist schools also ekosi akan eye sports any other activities I bet to me the akan abebo amankra no eni age the media wodo bebre wom na eboa so ma school no ye danadi e ma foforo hu sampa school wa ha na aboa ma obibia nso hu se Methodist ye wade a ebetumi aboa yen na afufro enso atimi ama omoma ehu nepa ewo yemu no matimi de omoma so abaha.
Ora said Kwame Owusu na no esiye na afe primary head teacher eye ora Daniel Sakwade ede etu jase sabre ebraso sempanifo nyina meboa na afe no sukuu no wonum entimi empianko animu no onum behia suku adan ene akade biada eboa ema adesua nso ekoso sei ena ono nso edeka
abatan bia benya na nko de ne baba Methodist but wo hwe ye structures na emse emwa ye ntumi ma ye nye enkoda no dodo itinka ye besre aban ene omo nsem wo bie ewo kuroma se nko mbeba boa yen na ye structures no yatumi asidan ni bia kan we so wo hwe de wo ha ya pese nke ye na brosan tinka aban betimi aboa yen ni asenke betimi ato afa ho na ye na brosan na tumi aboa ama school so atimi akona ne na nkonya enso se betimi aboa ya me nya nkonya betimi de ene wo hwe obi ba ne manu ensia na wo hwe akonya bo wo ka se onkoto akonya be me ensan fa ma ne bakra na aye den itinke e besre se no so se administration betimi aboa ye nkonya no dodo na yetimi dia support nkwala na ma omo nso adisua no nso ati
Ora sa akwade nso de afutuo ekoma wofo se wo besre wonum bra no wonhwe se wo ma no beko suku na enioma bia nso asesa wode epia wo mo ema wosua de no wonhwe na wonfa ne nyina ema wonum man sei
awofo no se o ba nimdie ena wo sa abofra no enya even say abofra no kura antumi anko school no kura anko nanim na obesua adwuma e wo se from nursery up to JHS now e wo se abofra no timi fa entitiem na etimi bua no ema adwuma bia wo pese wo ye bia no etimi bua no ma na tumi ekonanim ti ye besre awofo no se omobemo modia na omama emofra no aba school titiriu eye Mondays eduru Mondays awofo no pese omode nkwala no ye dey ekọ market and sana the brother emofra na start school ye besre Monday nso ne ye start new lesson nti ye besre se saa niema na ekosoro no awofo no ebetu omo hofo no mbebo modia se every Monday bia no ombema mofra no aba school na se dru adwuma time a oba school mu na areho obon se ye de nkwala na kotete beans kotso bro ene ho nkron ba ne no ma nti ebesra awofo no se saa no ma na ekoso no emoa ma mofra no so adesua entumi nkoso ye no so no ombehwe
Ora Daniel Sakwade ene na yekọ seche dumase edura Methodist school hono na ye opani a wono ewo primary
yeda so agina asante mantami mu enwomesua ho nsem a ene yeda so agina mu PK Ejakon Adventist Preparatory School womo ewo ahoma so abomodia apa womo infinhia edu a wo bedie no ho entoma na womo ede atudwa se 10 years of academic excellence in Awomaso. Na jese mfie dunia womo baye no. Womo aboa pa ama nwomesua tete de enkwada wo Awomaso ne mpotemu no. Womo enya bi. Headmistress awono eda suku ya no eye Madam Cecilia ede etu dwachirem se school no. Womo ani so ade hu pa ene se wo behwe aboa tete daachia kandifo. Enya womo a eba beto oman no so sa na womo abobra bia womo pe da bi nemom womo a womo ankasa bebo brade ahwe womo abusua ama bi aso womo ema ya wo free mu Ghana ha na bibia akonkan ena wo hwe anim se wo betete womo na ebra dwumadie no ekoso no wo de abato ehhehye so a wo kire nkwada no kon obefa so obeye timamufu a wonkoye se womo de womo ya demusa na mom timamufu a womo no ewiase ne Ghana nkanko ebehia womo dwumadie na se no akyerɛkyerɛfo ene nkwada ni bia womo gina mu eye womo ho te se abato komisa mpanifo hweye ema nkwada no abato eba so ewo suku no mu no ede ensem atudwa ede fa dwumadie a ene ekoso ewo Ahomaso yenkotie akyerɛkyerɛfo ene nkwada no womo nsem a wode tu edwa.
Raphael Mo. Na ene day ye fu abana e bota ni nyina ene se yakopon ya dom ama nya entinhia du ba Ahomaso podium ha sei no nyame ya dom a eda 30th July ena ye dey edi anniversary kese na etipia sama eda so ne se 10 years of I could do a great egusi ebi na ene day akoso no yankopon ya adom abosom ye di ani nso ye ko excursion e wo Kumasi airport ya komanhia ni nyina ye kwan ahodo a ye fa so asun ade na apagya bofanda ye se safre obia e da wo
Midin the Princess Efia Onsuwa, Mijina Class 6. Mena me electoral commissioner for ene abasuya yetini. Eye nanseya ni seniors for no etro BCA. Na teachers for no kabomi adine se. Ombe yi professor for ewo school mwase. They say no omo ma seniors for no fine say. Omo betro mubi omo ompeso mu seniors. Na omo yesa no omo tutu omo no 1212. Nti omo qualify eno omo yi da ba ku bisi o say omo de beto omo saba na enene da no so aye to omo aba
ocheche ni amewo PK Jakun Adventist People School ina ili say enche ba be di anniversary nti share ba ku a egu akwam ne say da fi do ya be say dem kwa ni na etu kwan ko bi mo Kumasi airport ene Kumasi cultural center
akyerɛkyerɛfo no anusi ye ena nkwada ya to abapa womo se wombe school prefect no nso ede nsem kakra etu edwa. Uko PM ewo PK Jakun Adventist Preparatory School wo Ahomaso. Wo mu finhye du a wo bedi a wo pa ho ntoma ne abato a wo to ye. Eyi nkwada wo mu eba bedi esukufo nkwada ni nina anim. Na ye de ho amane bo ba ya amane boy kwabena entry Raphael. Wono ena edu bebi mu tese mi boni din se emba no. Ye mfidie no ena katwi mu enye se asembo ni bia. Enu nti mutili bisa na mode acheyen. Patrick Obey we taxi driver na amanebone se Awr Kumasi 97.7 die. Ane super glue pa osoro de ni bi na wode atare no de wunyi mfiri okra. Patrick Obey ye chiawo nyankopon enhyirawo eya akachira foforo na wo mu nso enti Adventist World Radio Kumasi ye gina we so na ye twa ye hu tewu ye ba ye betoa kase no eso.
Adventist World Radio, Kumasi, the voice of hope.
Yeda etiefo ase yetoa kasia ne so yekopiem ewo etifido atoye mantam no emu. Onimonyamfo Tobu Lansheni Peter woye mrashe bedwani edema wa atoye abato empesua no eso. Efo ni na papai edi atudwa ekiremu se sika aban apaw se yemfa enye aduane ma enkwala womwo siala eye aban suku ewo hono no ene mpanifo asika na kodi wo mu nsem school feeding no wo mu di sika no awasa wo mu sirem edi akotwa wo mu anum spedede na eno enamrahye bedwani edi atudwa kiremu se maame a wo no ye di sika na ma no se won kodi dwa na won be ne aduane na nkwada nya bindie se de be ya wo mu ani bagi suku ehwo na wo makono wedi sika ni na efi ebra wo mu bie suku no na otwe mako miensa de ko enan suni enkwada no enya aduane kura endi ya ode atudwa se aban empanifo nhwe wedi ono akoho akwakohu wodi adase eba na ekwan bia yebetumi ede maame na afaso no yede no afaso onimonyamfo ede nsem kakra etu edwa.
We are right now at Siala. This is the headmaster of the school. He just reported that for 4 weeks now, since school opened, they've not seen the school feeding caterer. The children have not been fed. This is part of my oversight responsibility. I am monitoring this system with the Honorable DCE for hours. This is unacceptable. If you are the caterer and you are listening to me, stop this attitude. This is not right. 4 weeks you've not fed the children. Are you going to be paid? Even if you are not going to be paid because you've not fed them, what do you think the children will go through? Is that why we brought the Ghana School Feeding Program? Headmaster, thank you so much. Thank you. The Honorable DC will follow up, and I'll personally ensure that these children cannot go hungry like that. If the caterer cannot do it, we will get to change. For Ghana to get a better caterer, a more responsible caterer to come and take care of our children. Is that why we brought the Ghana School Feeding Program? Headmaster, thank you so much. Thank you. The Honorable DC will follow up, and I'll personally ensure that these children cannot go hungry.
Woodweni echrem ewo etifido atoye mantam no emu. Onimonyamfo Tobu Lansheni Peter woye mrahye bedwani ewo wa atoye abato mpesua no so ene etese wode nanu disem etudwa.
Na ye twa ababesi eye epoye mantamu na yekọ de ampraye so MP eye onionyamfo Davis ansan opoku sabre wode na hoɔden pa ade kwa mampanimfo se wonum enhwe na ne eye Goldfields nyame ya adom na mraye ne wo ma nan hyehye ne wo ma aye no eso a enya de sese Ghana ban ede sa contract ne ma wonum ema wotu efom agudie ebiem na wo kiremu a Ghana man ade hye no wo ha obetimi abo adwuma so no pa ede abo man Ghana ewo sikasem etuomu na baboa ama mabunu no titrew no anso anya adwuma ye eno nti ene ye de ma temamuni ewo man Ghana mu na ne otu fomagudie no ama mabunu so nya adwuma ye a ebetumi aboa ye kɔ na Owura Davis ne nsema odi tudwa no yakɔ akotie bi.
I think that the statement by the IEA is in the right direction, and I'm urging every Ghanaian to support the IEA's position. Our resources should be owned by Ghanaians. We should own it. If, for instance, if we are to develop, we ought to appreciate that we need that needed resources to be able to develop. For 17 times since in the last 40 years, we've been to the IMF crying for help. And sometimes we go to the IMF for some $2 billion, sometimes $500 million, $3 billion. And the mine that belongs to us, the natural resources that God has bestowed on us, is able to give someone a profit of about $540 million a year. That's a lot. A year. Please, let's have Ghana Mining Limited, owned by the people of this country.
Ora Davis ansa opoku wano ena ye mrahye bedwani ewo empraye so ne yete se wode ensem bi etudwan.
Ye ko amanone ne akopiem ewa amanone ensem edia. Nobel Peace Prize winner Openi Dr. Dennis Mukwege edia tudwa echiremu se United States of America womuba womanim ebe ka se womu ene wo ekọ apam afa bibi hu na womu aboa wo a eya no wahwe yie womu ayese aboa huriye no boni pa de emfiri womu tirimu da anase ohwase bonsam ene woncha de kwa papa yi edinsemu etudwa wabra America mampeni Donald Trump eba Democratic Republic of Congo ene womu ede nkrata sem etuto fomu a womu de womu twirodua atwero so ekirem se wobeboa ama chese womu fomu agudi a ewo oman no na epu eyefemu ene nipa bonfo ato ahye so ye de womu pe wo ho no wo ba beboa kra ama bibia atumi akonkan na asumdwe atumi aba eno ena papa yi a oye doctor Dennis Mukwege ede atudwa se DR Congo aban mumma mwaninda ho Donald Trump de wo ye nina no bibi woni trim wanhwe ye no wanhwe ye a ebia na wo ba abaji wo mufom agudie ni nina ede akọ wo de atudwa se enye ba enye honko a wo ta ba bibi mamu ede wo mo adwen ebeda da bibifo agi wo mo niama de ko de atudwa se wonhwe ye pa na nkrata wo mo de wonsa hye ase no ambedane nkwasom ama oman no
Je ko Mali na asrafo wonum ewo Mali no sabre omuja akodie mu edigu enkrofo so anajo ewo mmea bia na eben kedal na nka na wojai edi egu atuate dom ko bi efom Tuareg na afenso jihad wonum ekuo no bi mu na nam so amasa akodie bi no akwakeka efie bia no eben edwa bi ewo ho na afenso empanimfo bi efie masam no akwakwaye arehopa yi na posi sahene pani baako wono nso tuoi no aben na aboboa no pe a wonum kire se wobesrada so ya hweye wabra wonum ejai akodie mu ene etu ahodo ede agu etemamufo eso yeguso de befra asemu yi mu ebeba no yede mu enchiremu ebeba abedom
ye ko ensemfufro mu ewa manone ede a eku a wo mu hwe ewiembobre ensesa yeso ede atudwa echiremu se said the afimpinu ne aduonu nsia ewia kataban ebo no ene ewia sefo munya hu hwe ne titru Ghana ne Kumasi ewia no ba bebo a emende wa wo nenti be papa ne be papa wa no be pai no nso no na epa wo kire mu afi wei enya de nsuo no ebetumi atokese na mom wo afimpinu ne aduonu enso nso no ye nya awuremu a wa wu ni kuntunu no akwa akopɛ bi ato esanse efri opepon bosumi no amu edekopim opanima wa afimpinu ene aduonu enso no enya de awia kataban no ebetumi abo biom ende ensuo he beto no enkranfo na mema wo mudue akwada adwonso gu fom kura nkran eyiri na ensuo eba beto afimu ni na wode atudwa se de be ya nipa ye beda ye ho so ne aboaboa ye ho esienti enanimanim ya wode aba bonten ekiremu se wa afimpinu ene eduonu ensumu no de ene ensuo ene awo ena ebeba wode futu akọ ede ama enipa nina se bebi awoda awa wohwa awo kese eba no na wasiesie ho sansa afimpinu ene eduonu nso de awo ebeba asasi so pa
ya kase eye Russia wonum ajai akodie mu ede akwa akogu Ukraine wonum kropon eye Kyiv mu emanam so enipa mu ato ananam ewo ensiedo na enipa nwotwe na wafiri mu a ba mu a wanya mfie no edumienu nso ka ho enipa aduanan num na wonum epreprepratore mu aduonu sabre de nya de yehu ba bia wonum wo na asemi ba ye na ne Russia fonso eguso ya ahobo bia no mbasa beto akode ni bia agumu biem nanu nti Ukraine for esremmoa me kira akode fam sane amaya hodo a wonum ekọ wonum mo anyina no sabre mu asa ye den okona sa hyase enu nti wo mekọ wonum moa na kobasa Russia sa ma ne homene so a ene omatumi ene wonum ede aboani
kasia ni nina esi ensemedi mu akotini ebi enese Osoafo wo hwe apomudin ensem so ede atu dwasa dokitafo ne anesefo enipa ba yaresabia munya abotre enhwe wo mu wosan tufo se wo awokogya yarehwe no nso okwa ene wo mu a ehwe wo no enkokontokwa
wo fra mantam na afa woti mantamu eye National Identification Authority wonu mu atumi atwere emofra wonu mu finfiensia ade ko eduna makomako empem aduasa mienu ede ehwe amomo Ghana card ni
Otumfo se tutu abebio asantimenwura ede efutuo ne kokobo akwa ma amanyofo se ahensem no wontwe won hu emfirimu
Ababa oda ekwa ye friend for the future FTF organization no era Kezia Sane Kamel wode afutuo ne akwankyere amapankro fa so na sabre watimi abie adwuma koya eno nso eboa afofra wonum eni
PK Ejakon Adventist Preparatory School womo ewo ahoma so apa womo mfinhyedu a wo bedie huntuma wo kirem se bosumi eda yanim eni kita wonsa bosumi ne de sukuu numu ebe de tisem no ken hani
Yako ejra sachre duma se mensiri nimu eye Methodist Education Week no Methodist School wo wonum so edibi openi oda sukuu ya no ora set kwame owuso de afutuo ene ensem so ema
womo ehwe ewiem ensakraye ne bobre so de atudwa se afi ewia no de eyekum nipa wi a ebekoso agba na mom yewura afifufuro mu a awo enso beba
Iran wonum ene mechire Ukraine ene Russia womo asama womo humene so emasabre enipa bebre na wonhu womo ewo Ukraine womo nso esra mo afri aman awodo se womo nko womo mra omo afri se Russia asama womo humene so ebio
wei ene ensenkaye bi ena ene yawada enwumre kotoni ma bosome de toso edunan wa fimpinu ene edionu ensiamu no yede besom se nunsia kasebo ewo Adventist World Radio Kumasi 97.7 FM so kasie Facebook ene YouTube Awr Kumasi 97.7 unya bi ehweye awrkumasi.com nso no wonsa ekanyen Radio Garden ne so Awr Kumasi wo so ena Awr Kumasi app no nso wunya bi etieye ewo so womo ebo ye chidom enwumre eye Nana Yao Oliver ena afei kwabna entwi Rafael da ope na oba wonu so bo ye chidom DJ Collins ene miemia infidie ni mayen o man nsem bi eni se ba bontini na nso no eba ye ka kire nua ba ekua afra koma enkwada maame nyankopon adom ne ho ato no ene wo beba betina se nkwala no mu ofi a no mabo age so hure wo ba ene mu aba bedi mu frache fa dwumadie no fefefe ene amuti na nwumre yi se de kasie ebesom mu eyeme ni ansa mene
abena adomako radio
yamamumo enitia addition